Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's garden tour. This is week 4 of our weekly garden tours, and a few things happened this week. We got a lot of rain, which is really good, and the garden is looking very nice and lush green. And I have also taken some time to reorganize the garden. So now I have my greenhouse right below where this camera is right now. It's not behind me anymore. I also had to go away for work and to help a friend out with her garden in Boston, so I was not here for 4 to 5 days, and everything still did great, but I was not caring for them daily as I usually do. But thankfully we had a lot of rain, and I had my partner help me out watering and taking care of it as well. Another very exciting thing, those beautiful green stalks right behind me, they are on sale for Mother's Day. So until the 10th, May 10th, you can get them with my discount code on top of the sale, which is really cool. And it's just Mars Garden. I can put out the information down below with the links and everything to it as well. So if you're interested and if you want to grow on these vertical planters, please make sure to check them out. It's a really great deal right now. The lettuces in here are particularly doing really good. See how big the lettuce and radishes are getting since last week. We had a lot of rain, so that made a big difference in the growth of everything. Those radishes are doing really good too. Here are the herbs. They're growing really well. I actually put the onions and the garlic along the way here. Lettuce is getting a little bigger. This is a mustard. Tomato is going really big there. This is an experiment, I will say. Nasturtiums are growing well. Now the second green stalk here, it's doing amazing. Look at that kale. And all of this growth. I harvested a lot of things last week and I'm due to harvest again. And the spinach, some radish. I harvested some radish from that pocket over there, so I need to plant something else. The lettuce just grew back. Got some spinach behind there. More lettuce. Nasturtium here. It's looking really good. And on this good stock here, I am transitioning because I had this one first and we had broccoli and everything. There's still some broccoli shoots coming through the sides where I've been harvesting. I wanted to actually take it off, cut these broccolis even though they're still producing because I need space for my new things. I have sowed some beans in here and they're finally germinating. Now I need to amend this too. I went a little bit too fast in sowing, but once they get a little bigger, I'm gonna top with some fresh worm castings and composting because you see how much the soil level just came down through the season. So I need to amend, take care of that too. This kohlrabi over here, it's really little, so I might take it out and only eat the leaves, which is okay. I enjoy the leaves. And then this broccoli is gonna go, this is gonna go. Hopefully by next week you guys have all new stuff. This is gonna go too. But see how they just keep sending new broccoli shoots? But it's okay. This here haven't even, I think hasn't even produced a broccoli yet, so I might leave this one. This guy bolted. Now has some carbohydrate, so I'm gonna take the whole plant out too and eat it. I've already planted a bean in there too and it's sprouting, so this is gonna go away. And up here the bok choy, it's looking really nice, almost ready to harvest seeds. You see all the seed pods? I'm gonna let them dry and then I'm going to harvest the seeds from it and show everyone how to do it too. I also have added this found this in the streets. It's a bed frame that was going to be recycled, so I actually got it because it's going to be my cucumber trellis. I put it over here, we attached yesterday. I might have a big pot there, then I'm going to go cucumber and try to make it grow up here. But for now, I just have my tomatoes that are repotted when they grow up to get some sun here. And then my lemon verbena is coming back. I was told you can't overwinter them, but I tried anyways. I brought them back to inside my house and look at that. They're all coming back to life. I'm very excited because I absolutely love the smell from the verbena. There's some extra tomatoes in here in the homes. Right here we have my overwintered pepper that is also coming back to life. This is a bell pepper. It's now starting to look really good. So we'll see how fast it'll start to produce, but the leaves are looking healthy. I'm very happy to see that happening. This forage here is looking really good. I can't wait until it starts flowering. This one right there. And the peas are really growing. Look at Lots of bees. They're all doing really good. Starting to climb up. There's two kinds of peas in here. I have the magnolia purple trend peas, which I thought they were the ones who were coming out first. There's a second layer coming out after, so that probably will be a little bit bushier and fuller, so it will give us some privacy too. This tomato that I planted here is an experiment to getting really big. I pruned it, so it had a lot of leaves. I took it off because it's a lot of going on in the corner. I don't want it to get into disease or anything, so I pruned. But it's already big again. And on this side here, the cauliflower is doing okay. This kale is growing really nice. All the spinach along the edge. Look at this. This is a green broccoli. I was only showing purple food here, but this is going to be a green sprouting broccoli starting to show up. Those two are broccolis too. I pruned those leaves on this side so this tomato can get some sun. And I wanted to get I want them to produce soon because I need to take these broccolis out so these tomatoes can grow and get some more space and sun. But I put it in there already to do interplanting while those guys are still ready to go. I love to eat broccoli leaves too, so definitely they're very tender and beautiful brown. The leaves are very nice. It's almost ready to harvest. Look at that. It's so cute. I love the way it looks. It's above the floor, the ground, and I like to eat it young, so I might harvest it next week. But it's growing really fast. With all this rain that we've been having, everyone is doing really, really good. This is the eggplant, looking really good on that plant. I also pruned a few leaves are turning yellow, so it looks not as big, but actually was had a lot of growth this week. And the radishes in there, growing slow. They're in the shade. I might move them to the sun so I can harvest them a lot faster. Here is the purple kale that's been flowering. Look how tall it is with this big yellow flowers. These potatoes are really big. Look at that. Those of us, these ones haven't sprouted yet. Hopefully do it soon. Okay, I'm at the plot garden now, and I have to admit that this place is starting to run a bit wild. I was gone for 4 or 5 days last week because I had to go to Boston. I went to help a friend to get her garden, to build a garden for her with meat, and also I worked as a private chef in Boston as well, so I couldn't come here for a few days and the weeds are really taking over. Also, it's been raining a lot, so it's hard for me to come out here when it's raining. On my front yard garden it's easier because it's right there, and then I can come out for a little bit of rain jacket and I can just dress here because it's farther from my house. I'm not coming here as often as I wish. I have a few things that I didn't pot last week and I just haven't had a chance and I left in there. This is a little overall look before I go into detail with things. Fig tree again. Then we have here these little sizes running wild, which I think is great, and the grape leaves are really starting to show and look pretty. I can't wait to see how they look like when they're really big. Here with this sage, I just want to give you guys a closer look because look, there's a little bud. It's going to flower. I've never really seen a sage flower before, so I'm very excited to see how that's going to look like very soon. Over here on the side, planted a few things. They're not doing really great to the beans. Some of them germinated, but some of them also got pulled out by animals that come to feast in this garden. You can see a couple of bean sprouts in here. I planted beans all along. There's a couple okras that also are little in there. The fig tree has its leaves. It's getting a little bit bigger. The thyme down here is starting to look really good. It smells really good too. So it is starting to grow, and I can't wait to harvest some and dry and make some cook. On this side, on the other hand, everything's looking great. This lettuce is looking really big. The romaine is looking really big. This mustard went to seed. It was already going last week. Just haven't had a chance to pull it out. This other mustard looks really big. It's going to seed too. So I think it's just getting hot for them. It's a great sign because means now the tomatoes and peppers and squash will probably like the weather. This here, this peach tree, I don't know what's going on. The leaves look really bad. I think they have a disease or something. I have to research because I'm not familiar with fruit trees. If anybody knows, please let me know down below in the comments what I should do. But it's really sad to see this tree struggling. It makes me worried because I'm worried that might be in the soil and might pass to my other plants. Tomatoes are growing nicely, lots of weeds. I have to keep weeding this pretty constantly here. My purple basil is doing great, and I have to clip the top. More tomatoes. After the garden tour the last week, I planted some peppers in here. They're just doing okay. Some more tomatoes there. Now, something really interesting. I planted these all with bush beans, right? You can see that looks like something dragged into here. And there's a couple beans that are sprouting. That guy over there. Can I spot another one? And maybe in this one over here. This one's not looking so great. But check this out. On this bed, there's all those beans on the ground. I don't know if they just dug up there and just spread it around. Whatever animal is doing this, it's really weird. So if you guys know anybody that does that, just let me know. So many beans all over the place. The yard on this side was really big. We got attacked. They had so much leaf miners in them, so I had to trim everything out. But we had like maybe 5 or 6 of those big leaves. It was nice and full of leaf miners. There's probably a lot of flies around here. Oh, there's accidentally left a leaf here, so you can see how they look like. They're all looking like this. I'll pick this up. I have to admit that's a bit mind-blowing to me to see the huge difference between how my plants are doing at my front yard garden and how they're doing here. Animals are coming here and digging stuff up and eating things. So that tree that has a disease on it, I am starting to get, I don't want to say discouraged, but it's definitely going to be a bigger challenge than I thought it would be. But it's okay. It will be a great learning experience for us. All of these plants that I have started at the same time in my house and they grow light, and I have transplanted some of them here and transplanted some of them to my other garden. How much bigger and healthier they're looking in my front yard garden, or is a place that I have been taking care of the soil since last year. Anyways, I'll keep showing the update on everything that's growing here. This was a very brief garden tour here at the plot this time. There's a lot going on, there's a lot of people walking around, and it's a lot of noise, so just wanted to come here and show you guys briefly, but I do need to try to allocate some time to come here and weed and really take care of everything. I didn't not have a chance to do I was going to put cardboard in here and cover it mulch. I just didn't have a chance to do it. I've been recently started working again as a private chef because I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm having more limited time to take care of the garden, but I really want to be able to keep going with this, so I'm gonna try to find some time to do it next week. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them on the comment section down below, and I'll see you next week.